Breaking news. Mount Tambora, located on the island of Sumbawa in Indonesia, is erupting as we speak. This composite volcano is shooting out columns of flame, and 100 kilometers of ash is going into the atmosphere. Our sources tell us that there are thousands of people dying on Sumbawa and the islands neighboring it. There is evidence that the leading cause of death on Sumbawa and its neighboring island is a hot mass made up of ash, gases, and other pyroplastics called pyroclastic flow. We have a reporter on the scene with more detailed coverage.
I am currently at the scene of the eruption, where there seems to be 3 columns of lava blasting into the air, along with tons of ash flying high into the sky. There is a strong pyroclastic flow traveling down at 100 miles an hour, sweeping up everything in its path. The whole area looks like a mess, with houses collapsing, ash clouds, and hardly any light. All the people on the island are evacuating as fast as possible, as boats can carry them away. I will try to get an interview with an islander, but for now, let's go back to the studio.
Thank you, Kai. We have just gotten some more detailed information regarding the situation from our expert volcanologist, Lee.
As you already know, Tambora is incredibly explosive, sending tons of ash into the atmosphere. Now, as it calmed down, we can accurately say that there are 36 cubic miles of ash in the atmosphere. The ash reached all the way into the stratosphere, which is the second layer of atmosphere, about 6 to 8 miles in the air. This ash might spread out across the whole Earth and block out energy from the sun. The Earth has always reflected about 30% of the sun's energy, which is called Earth's albedo, but the ash in the air will reflect even more. As more of the sun's rays are being reflected in the atmosphere, the albedo will increase and less energy will get to Earth's surface, making Earth's temperature decrease. We are also expecting that Tambora's temperature will be colder than usual.
Thank you for your scientific explanation and insight of what might be the aftermath of this natural disaster. Our reporter has found a local to interview, so let's go to him.
Here with us today to tell us about your experience. So where were you when Mount Tambora erupted?
I was in my house near the coast of the island when I heard a blistering sound coming from the volcano. I went out to see what was going on and saw a glow from that direction. There were blobs flying and the ground rumbling. I was very confused at first, but then realized it was an eruption and started heading for the port.
What did you see as you boarded the boat?
I looked back as the boat was leaving and I saw black in the sky with glowing columns shooting out. Houses were being covered in black and collapsing. People were frantically running for the port. The land was burning and big waves swayed in the boat.
Thank you for telling us about your experience with the event. Surrounding the boat are called pumice. Pumice is a light porous volcanic rock that is formed when gas-rich lava solidifies. It can also float around the boat.
This concluded our deeper investigation of the Mount Tambora disaster. Thank you for listening. We bring you news on the aftermath of the Mount Tambora eruption on April 5th, 1815. As you know, this year is a very dark and cold year, resulting in a shortage of crops. Many Americans are blaming Ben Franklin for this year without a summer, due to his invention of the lightning rod. People think that it steals the warmth from the sky, but in reality, the cold is a side effect from Mount Tambora's eruption. All this ash from Mount Tambora released into the atmosphere is why this year is so cold. Our volcanologist will give a detailed overview of what exactly is creating this problem.
As you said, Mount Tambora releases a lot of material into the air. This material you speak of is gas, aerosol, sulfur, dust, and rock. Mount Tambora released 36 cubic miles of gas, dust, and rock into the air. It also released 60 megatons of sulfur. A large sum of the released substances went as far as reaching the stratosphere, where it got caught by the jet stream and traveled almost all the entire globe. With all these particles and gases in the atmosphere, the sun's heat is being reflected more than usual, which is why this year is so much colder.